Hello everyone, welcome to Wise Education. So we are doing negative integers topic now. So in that topic, today we are going to do a few practical problems using negative numbers. Okay. So let's start with a few working problems. In a class test containing 15 questions, 4 marks are given for every correct answer and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer. Bharti attempts all questions but only 9 answers are correct. What is her total score? And one of her friends, Hema, attempts only 5 questions and all are correct. What will be her total score? What is given in the first question? First of all, we'll know what is there in the question by writing the given data. Okay. So given is what is given in the data in a class test containing 15 questions. So number of questions at class test contains is number of questions is 15 questions. So 4 marks are given for every correct answer. That means marks allotted for every correct answer. Marks allotted for every correct answer is 4. Okay. Next one. And minus 2 marks for every incorrect answer. That means 2 marks will be deducted from the result what we have got. So marks deducted for every wrong answer. Marks deducted for every wrong answer is minus 2. Okay. If the answer is correct, we will get plus 4 marks. If the answer is wrong, minus 2 will be cancelled. Okay, deducted from the result. Okay. So here Bharti attempts all the questions. So first one is Bharti. Bharti attempts all questions but only 9 answers are correct. What is her total score? So how many answers Bharti attempted? So Bharati attempts all questions. So she attempted all the 15 questions. So for 15 into 4 means out of 60 questions, 60 marks, how many marks she has scored? Okay, let's calculate that. Bharti attempts all the questions. That means the paper consists of 60 marks. So if 15 questions means 15 into for every correct answer for 60 marks. But among all the 15, she got only 9 correct answers. Bharti attempts all questions. Okay. Number of correct answers given by Bharti is only 9 questions. That means how many marks she will score? 9 into 4 is 36 marks. Okay. For 9 questions she scored 36 marks. And what is her total score? Okay. So let's see here. Out of 15 questions she wrote only out of 15 questions she wrote only 9 correct answers. That means for 9 questions she got 36. Okay. But there are few more wrong answers. Okay, here in the given data they gave for every wrong answer minus 2 will be deducted. So out of 15 questions only 9 are correct. That means how many questions are wrong? That is 15 minus 9, that is 6 questions are wrong. Okay, so let's write number of wrong answers. Number of wrong answers written by Bharti is 15 minus 9, that is 6 questions are wrong. So how many marks will be detected for each question? 2 marks. So for 6 questions, 6 into minus 2 is minus 12. Okay, 6 into minus 2 is minus 12. So out of 60 marks, she got 36 for right answers, but minus 12 will it be deducted from the result. So that means what we have to do? 36 minus 12. So it will come 20. So therefore total score of Bharati. Total score of Bharati is she got 36. What is the score for the wrong answer? She got minus 12. So we have to reduce minus 12 from her score. So what is 36 minus 12? 36 minus 12 is 24. So out of 60 marks, Bharati scored only 24. Therefore, Bharati's score is 24 marks. Okay. Bharati's score is 24 marks. Okay. Next one we have one of her friends, Hema, attempts only 5 questions and all are correct. Okay. Hama attempted questions are 5. Only 5 questions out of 15. She attempted only 5. And all are correct. That means what is the score she got? 20 score. 20 marks. And she only wrote 5 answers. All the 5 answers are right answers. So she got 20 marks. There are no wrong answers. So no marks will be deducted from her score. So total score of the Hama is 20. Okay. Total score of Hama is 20 marks. Okay. So now let's see the second question.
A cement company earns a profit of 9 rupees per bag and of white cement sold and loss of 5 rupees per bag of grey cement sold. The company sells 7,000 bags of white cement and 6,000 bags of grey cement in a month. What is its profit or loss? And what is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss if the number of grey bags sold is 5,400?
So let's start with the given data. Okay, let's see what is there in the question. So given is a cement company earns a profit of rupees 9. Okay, per white bag sold. Profit is equal to 9 rupees. Okay, and a loss of 5 rupees when a grey cement sold. Okay, 9 rupees profit for white cement and 5 rupees loss for grey cement. Okay, so what we have to find, first they gave us two questions. Let's solve the first one. The company sells 7,000 bags of white cement and 6,000 bags of grey cement in a month. What is its profit or loss? Okay, so company sells, so let's write down, company sells 7,000 bags of white cement. Okay, company sells 7,000 bags of white cement. Okay, for every one bag they'll get a 9 rupees profit. So for 7,000 bags, how much profit they will get? 7,000 into 9. What is 7 into 9? 63. So 63,000 rupees is the profit they will get for selling white cement. Okay, and next, company also sells 6,000 bags of grey cement. Okay, company also sells 6,000 bags of grey cement. For every one grey cement, 5 rupees is the loss. For how 6,000 bags, how much is the loss? 6,000 into 5 is 30,000. So 30,000 rupees is the loss. Okay, in a month they sell 7,000 white cement and 6,000 bags of grey cement. For 7,000 bags of white cement they got 63,000 rupees profit. For 6,000 bags of grey cement sold they got 30,000 loss. Okay, so in a month how much did they own? That means total amount earned by company in a month. Total amount earned by company in a month. That is, we have to subtract. That means profit minus loss. Okay, profit minus loss. So what is the profit here? 63,000 is the profit and loss is 30,000 is the loss. So what is 63 minus 30,000? It's 33,000 rupees. Okay, 33,000 rupees. So what is this? This is a positive number. So automatically this is a profit. So profit is equal to 33,000 rupees. So the company got a profit of 33,000 rupees in that month. Okay, so now what is the second one they gave us? What is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss? Okay, if they sold grey bags of 5,400. Okay, number of grey bags sold is 5,400. Okay, 5,400 bags they sold. So this is a grey bag, so they will get a loss. So for one bag there is a 5 rupees loss of 5,400 bags. How much is loss? 5,400 into 5. It is 27,000 rupees loss. So if they sell 5,400 of grey bags, they will get a 27,000 rupees loss. So what are they asking now? To gain neither a profit nor a loss. They shouldn't get a loss or they shouldn't get a profit. Okay. So to gain neither a profit nor a loss, how much white bags they have to sell? So for one white bag, they will get a profit of 9 rupees. So here we have a loss of 27,000. So we have to cover this loss. So what we have to do? Number of white bags sold is equal to number of white bags sold, white cement bags sold is equal to what we have to do? 27,000 is the loss. So for one bag, 9 rupees is the profit. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to divide 27,000 by 9. Let's cancel this 9 into 1. 9 into 3,000 is the 27,000. Okay. So to get neither a profit nor a loss, the company should sell 3,000 white cement bags. Okay. To get neither a loss nor a profit, the company should sell 3,000 white cement bags. Let's see, for 3,000 bags, how much profit they will get? 3,000 into 9. 27,000 profit. So here this is the loss and this is the profit. So both are equal. So the company gets neither a loss nor a profit if they sell 3,000 bags of white cement and 5,400 bags of grey cement. Okay. Now let's see the third question.
The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees centigrade above zero. If it decreased at the rate of 2 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees centigrade below zero? What would be the temperature at midnight?
The question, what is given in the question here? The temperature at 12 noon is 10 degrees centigrade above zero. That means initial temperature. Okay, initial temperature is 10 degrees centigrade, that is above zero. So it will be a positive number. So initial, what is the initial time here? Initial time is 12 p.m. Okay. Next, if it decreases at a rate of 2 degrees centigrade hour until midnight, what would be the temperature? Be 8 degrees below zero. So what is the final temperature? Final temperature is 8 degrees below zero. Below zero means automatically it will be -8. Below zero. Okay, the numbers below zero are considered as negative numbers. Okay, below zero the temperature is -8. Okay, so what is the rate of fall in the temperature? Rate is 2 degree per 2 degrees every hour. 2 degrees centimeter is, so 2 degrees Celsius is reducing in the temperature. So they are asking at what time the temperature will be -8. Okay, at what time the temperature is -8. First of all, let us see what is the total fall in the temperature. Okay, na? What is the total fall in the total fall temperature is 10 degrees plus 8 degrees. Okay, above zero is 10 degrees and below zero is 8 degrees. So what is the total fall in the temperature? Total fall in the temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, 18 degrees temperature is dropped. So per every 2 hours. So at what time? So what is asking here? At what time it reaches? The rate is 2 degrees. So we have to divide this 18 with 2. So 2 into 1, 2 into 9. It is 9. So at 9 p.m. at temperature is -8 degrees Celsius. So next, what is they asking? What would be the temperature at midnight? Midnight means after 9 p.m. What is the midnight time? Automatically it is 12 a.m. That means 12 a.m. minus 9 p.m. It is 3 hours. So what we have to do to find out the temperature at the time, temperature at midnight. Temperature at midnight is -8 is the temperature at 9 p.m. Plus we have to add another 3 hours with the rate of 2 degrees. So what will we get? Minus 8 plus minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. So it will become minus 8 minus 6 is minus 14 degrees Celsius is the temperature at midnight. Okay, so in this way we solve this problem. Let's see the next problem.
In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answer and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer and no marks for not attempting any question. Radhika scored 20 marks. If she got 12 answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? Mohini scores minus 5 marks in this test, though she has got 7 correct answers. How many questions has she attempted incorrectly?
Data here. This problem is similar to the first problem what we have done in this class. Okay. Similarly, they gave a class test containing a few questions with a positive marks and negative marks. We have to find out the scores by two persons, Radhika and Mohini. Okay. So what is given in the data? In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answer. Okay. Marks for correct answer, I am writing simply CA. Okay. Correct answer is plus 3. Okay. Next, and minus 2 are given for every incorrect answer. Marks for incorrect answer, ICA, incorrect answer is minus 2. If the answer is right, we will get 3 marks. If the answer is wrong, we will lose minus 2. Okay. And no marks for not attempting any question. Okay. Marks for unattempted question is 0. Unattempted, UA, simply I am writing UA, but you have to write correct answer, incorrect answer and unattempted answer. Okay. So next one. Here they gave two persons, Radhika and Mohini. They are asking what is the scores they got in this test. Okay. First one, Radhika scores 20 marks. Okay, what is the score of Radhika? Total score of Radhika is 20. Okay, 20 marks. If she got 12 answers correct, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? Okay, so what is the number of questions she got correct answers? Correct answers is equal to 12. She wrote 12 correct answers, but she got only 20. If she wrote 12 correct answers, how many marks she should get? 12 into 3. 36 marks she should get. Okay. If she wrote all the answers are correct, she should get 33 marks. But she got only 20. That means she wrote some wrong answers. So they are asking how many incorrect answers she wrote. So what is this? 36. So to find out the incorrect answers, what we have to do? We have to write down total score. So what is the total score gives? Correct answers plus wrong answers. Total score gives correct answers plus wrong answer. Here what is the total score of Radhika? 20 is the total score of Radhika. Okay. And what is the score for correct answers? 36. Plus wrong answers, for every wrong answer minus 2 will be reduced. 2 into, we don't know the number of incorrect answers. Okay, number of incorrect answers. Here ICA is incorrect answers, CA is correct answers. Okay, don't get confused. So for total marks gives correct answers plus wrong answer. Correct answers at 36 marks. But for wrong answers, we don't know how many wrong she wrote. So we are finding that. So 20 is equal to, this is plus 36. If we transpose this plus 36, we will get it will become minus 36 is equal to minus 2 into number of incorrect answers. Okay, so what is 20 minus 36? 20 minus 36 is minus 16 is equal to minus 2 into number of incorrect answers. Okay, so here negative got cancelled, and this 2, when we transpose it to LHS, it will become division by 2 is equal to number of incorrect answers. Okay, so we can cancel this 2 into 1, 2 into 8. So this is a number of incorrect answers. So Radhika wrote 8 incorrect answers. Number of incorrect answers wrote by Radhika is 8. So she wrote 8 incorrect answers and 12 correct answers. That's why her score is 20. Okay. So next one. Mohini scores 5 marks, minus 5. Mohini total score is minus 5. Okay. Mohini total score is -5. Though she has got 7 correct answers. Okay. So correct answers wrote by Mohini is 7. Correct answers wrote by Mohini is 7. But she got only -5 marks. If she wrote 7 correct answers, how much marks she should get? She should get 7 into 3, 21 marks. But she got only -5. That means she wrote some wrong answers. So we have to find out the how many wrong answers wrote by Mohini. In the same way, total score of Mohini is equal to, how we'll calculate total score? Correct answers marks plus incorrect answer marks. So what is the total score for Mohini? -5. So what is the correct answers if she get 21 and plus? In the same way how we solved the previous one, -2 into number of incorrect answers. Okay, now shift this plus 21 to LHS, it will become -21. Okay, is equal to -2 into number of incorrect answers. Okay, I am using a note for these classes, that's why you are able to see this the previous page writings. Okay, sorry for that. And -5 minus 21 is -26 is equal to -2 into number of incorrect answers. Here minus got cancelled and it will become 26. If transpose it will become multiplication is equal to number of incorrect answers. So 2 into 1, 2 into 13. So number of incorrect answers by Mohini is 13 questions. Okay, so Mohini wrote 13 wrong answers and 7 right answers. That's why her score is -5. Okay.
An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meters above the ground level, how long will it take to reach -350 meters?
The last solution we are solving now. So what is given in the data? An elevator descends into a mine shaft. That means it is digging down per 6 meters per minute. So what is given here? Rate is 6 meters per minute. 6 meters per minute. So if the descent starts from 10 meters, so what is the initial position? The initial position is 10 meters above the ground level. Okay, this is the ground level. So initial position is, this is 10 meters. How much will it take to reach -350? Minus means automatically it is below the ground. That means this is -350. So what is the final position? They are asking what is the time taken to reach this position. So what is the final position? -350 meters. So first what we have to do, we have to find out that total distance. Okay, so what is the total distance? Initial position plus final position. So total distance is initial position plus final position. Okay, so what is the initial position here? 10 is the initial position. Sorry, this is initial position minus final position. 10 is the initial position minus, what is the final position? -350. Here minus into minus becomes plus 350. So it becomes 360. So what is the total distance? It descends. Descends means it goes down. It descends 6 meters per minute. For 1 minute it is going 6 meters deep. So for 360 meters, how much it should do? 360 by 6. Okay, 360 by 6. 6 into 1, 6 into 6. For every 360 meters, it should go 6 meters deep. 360 by 6, it is 60. This is 6 meters per minute. So it will also be 60 minutes. So what is the 60 minutes here? 60 minutes means 1 hour. So it takes 1 hour to reach -350 meters. It will take 1 hour for the elevator. So in this way we solved a few problems on a topic using negative integers numbers in the integers. So please do like, share and subscribe our channel. Follow us for the further notifications. Thank you for watching.